Clarity here to bring you a collective energy reading for my Clarity Empress Collective. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified every time I come on. All right, we about to get started. See? Shut the door. Hurry up, hurry up. Barricaded. There you go.
I tried, but it's alright.
I know.
She's too sweet.
Go do what you gotta do. Don't worry about picking her up because she just being difficult. She just being difficult like she like to be. All right, let's get started tonight. We getting started. Yeah. All right, so the download messages that you feel sorry for this person. Mainly because you have grieved them. You have gone through the stages of grief and you have arrived at acceptance. Okay. And when you have arrived at acceptance, there's no more anger. There's no more bargaining. You know, you're not cycling back. You're not considering anymore. All the consideration is done. It's gone. Um, that's when you get to acceptance, you're not mad anymore. You don't you're not triggered, none of that occurs anymore. You're different. You are stronger, stoic, and you're most of the time you're numb. When you get to that point of acceptance of a situation, you're numb. You're not grieving anymore. You're numb. You've reached the end of your stage of grieving. And maybe you see this person a way that's don't shut it all the way because there's nobody down there.
Sorry.
Just try to get through there without them. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Go ahead. So yeah, you don't feel the need to you're not rethinking it in your head anymore, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to figure out how it could work. None of that. What's up, Black Cherry? You are done. And hi, Sierra Smith. Uh and you're over it. You're done and you're over it. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming to the channel. Make sure when you subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified anytime I come on. Welcome to the Spiritual with Clarity Empress. Hey, stop messing around, cat. You too. Both of y'all. So, there's that. So, yeah. So, that's the download. That's the message. That's the end. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, that's where it's at for many situations. Unfortunately for them, and that's where the pity come from, or the feeling sorry for them comes from, is that their realization about your feelings or the circumstances surrounding your feelings for them has just begun for them, right? Um, they might have been delusional in the past or just had a strong cognitive dissonance to your situation and how they made an impact on you. They just had this strong disbelief that you ever be done, right? Maybe that feeling with you was so good, they never thought it would end. So they thought that they could take you through it. They thought that they could cycle with you, play with you, disrespect you, cheat on you, whatever they thought. And then finally one day you don't react to it anymore because not because you've said to yourself, I don't want to react. Mainly because you just don't feel the need. Like there's no there's nothing there anymore. That feeling that once was holding you close to your person, it just doesn't exist anymore. Your person now has to deal with the aftermath of that, and that is not your business, really. That's now their portion to grieve. Um, it's a sad feeling, but also a freeing moment where you just feel nothing. Like you don't just nothing them, meaning like I'm just gonna ignore you and I don't want to be bothered. You don't feel a thing. And it takes a long time for many people to get there. Especially if you've been invested in a situation and you've put a lot of time and effort and energy into somebody or to your mutual relationships. But you do come to a point where the efforts that you put in are not enough to keep this thing going because they haven't done the work. And the type of numb feeling I'm talking about it's as if they started to do the work now, it's still too late. It's still too late. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Listen, it costs nothing. It's an energetic donation to the channel. Just to hit that like button and subscribe. That way you're notified whenever I come on. And it's definitely appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. I have felt that feeling a couple different times in my life. Um, to the point where it's like, wow, I really feel nothing. And I actually feel good about myself. But it can make you feel like you're being mean. Because if the person is like, I still want this relationship with you, and why can't we work it out? And you're going to break this relationship up. And, after a while, you realize, no, you're not. You're just responding to the way that they treated you. You're just responding to their behavior, you know? And obviously, this is what they wanted because they haven't done anything else to change the circumstances. So now you've arrived where they have pushed you to. Thank you, Sierra. And now you have arrived. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to me when people push, 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 push you away. And then when you go away, they're like, well, wait a minute. Why did you go away? Because you pushed me away. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Twiddle my thumbs, sit here brokenhearted, let life pass me by, sit in depression, cry, moan, wail over you, grieve over you, and you could care less, or you've moved on. No, no. You're way more healthier than that. And if this person thought that about you, they terribly misjudged you. Terribly. Thank you for the sub, too. They terribly misjudged you. So this is what we got. You know, y'all, I'm just looking at my hand and I realized I misjudged the ugly stage of tats. This thing is starting to look crazy. All right. I'm glad I ain't got my hands on the camera because I'd be like, ew, don't look at it. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. Oh, no. Yeah, you gave up. You have you have given up. Seven of wands in reverse. That's like, you know what? You got it. I surrender. You surrender this connection with whomever this is. And they may have already surrendered. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like this is a situation for many of you that this person lacked effort, lacked putting in time, like putting in caring, concern, or consideration. So this is somebody, and y'all know, mm, yeah, and they don't even realize that they do it. He's probably a lazy lover, not putting in any effort. And what is there to hold on to? Yeah. And see, this is the energy I'm talking about. Where you are losing interest and not willing to fight. This person is anguishing over the fact that you're not willing to fight for them anymore. We're talking about a lazy lover because if y'all really want to work something out, you work together to do it. It's not just one person putting all the effort in. Maybe somebody has to initiate the effort and it needs to be an offer made so that the other person can reciprocate. But it's not all one or the other. I feel like this person is anguishing, losing sleep over the fact that you don't want to be bothered. Tell me more, Spirit. Is fake love, but some people are just. A lot of people don't know what love is, maybe because they don't come from love, right? So they give what they think it looks like, but they don't have that depth of what it means to truly love somebody until they've been loved by someone who has given them unconditional love. Then they get a glimpse and then they realize, and because they didn't come from love, they couldn't appreciate it, right? Then once they have it and it's gone, it puts them in the nine of swords. Tell me more, Spirit. Whoop. Wow. And this flipped over. So this happy home, happy family, whatever, that's a wrap. Ten of coins in reverse, it's over. The family situation, if this was a family, okay, that's no longer. I don't feel like this is boyfriend, girlfriend. This could be a divorce. You know what I mean? Or a family situation turned upside down. Tell me more. Mm. But see, the problem is they don't want to let go. This is why they in the nine of swords. The devil, I'm sorry, the death in reverse is in a challenge and a lesson. This is somebody who does not want to release, does not want to surrender. They're like, no, I don't want this to end. But it's gonna end because you can't. I mean, they're not using the paddles on your chest to put some effort back into it. They're not putting in any effort. Oh, girl, you don't. Yeah, free yourself, run away nice and early, and now look at them. Spirit interesting how they support the message, the channel message. Because the Five of Cups is disappointment and grief. And then this is not your energy. Because if you've lost the interest and you're not crying over spilled milk, you're not worried about the three cups that spilled. You know you got two. You keep it moving and move on. Bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. So if this is a relationship you have with a person for some time, everybody talking about it. Because Page of Wands in reverse is like the town crier gossip card for me. That's what Spirit gives it to me. So I just feel like you're a person. Spirit said they made a spectacle of themselves. Something is amiss. It's something that they little monkey friends and family are looking at. They're looking at the loss of you, but there's a family loss here too. It's on public display with that Page of Wands in reverse. And this person is thoroughly disappointed with the whole outcome. So if this has anything to do with somebody outside of you, whatever they did, if this person ran to another situation, that did not work out. That did not work out. Yeah. So this person was behaving like an F boy. King of Wands in reverse. And you're not fighting for no F boy energy at all. Like at all. You backed away, left. Actually, you put the. It's like you put the weapons down, and you was like, you know what? I surrender. Ain't no need to fight here. I'm just gonna move on. You got it. This is somebody you're not fighting for or fighting with anymore. But they got hella stuff going on, and this disappointing energy. I feel like it ain't just you that they stressing over in this Nine of Swords. It got to be you and everything else in their life. Tell me more. Yep, the Ten of Cups. So they're stressing over the fact that the Ten of Cups with you is no more, but you are the Ten of Cups. So that's part of it. Their family situation is broken. Whether that's you or somebody else, it's a broken situation. They don't want anything to end death in reverse, but when death is here, death is here. An ending, that pill or not. Tell me more. Ooh, yeah. Eight of coins. So this person is more focused on work. This is somebody who's focused on trying to fix things now. But I feel like it's through money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this person is more into material wealth. They may feel like if they got money, they can rectify anything. But they don't realize that it's also a heart that you have to put into a situation. So this person is, you know what I'm getting to? Like if this is somebody like working on their craft, and if they're doing that to fix situations or hope with the intention to fix situations, Spirit said they might be sloppy with their craft because there's no heart in it. Um, this person just feels like happiness is material wealth. I gotta work on it. I gotta fix this family situation. I gotta get back my 10 of cups. Like all of these things, they figure money's gonna do. Money don't have nothing to do with it. No. Money also is not fixing their character with the King of Wands. That F boy energy. Money don't fix character. I don't know why people seem to think when somebody get money that they will be different. No, they may be different, but that doesn't humble them. That doesn't make them automatically have confidence or respect. It makes them show off. It makes them please the crowd, or gives them the ability to do so, not make them. Money doesn't make you smarter, better, stronger, faster. Money doesn't do that. You do that. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. So there's a lot of lies involved. Ace of Swords. That's the problem. This person had a parcel tongue. I don't know if you ever heard of that before. Parcel tongue is like a snake tongue. They just lie. This person was very deceitful, cunning, sneaky. They always thought that they could trick you, kind of energy. So it's a sword. So it's giving air sign energy, is giving somebody in their head thinking that they know everything. So they know how to lie to you. They know how to trick you. They know how. No, that did not work out for them. Being a parcel tongue does not work out for them. Tell me more. Yeah, so you chose to move on from this. You chose to take your own passion, your drive, and, you know, lead your chariot somewhere. You just elsewhere other than this person. And I don't get you feeling anything. I mean, they see you as their 10 of cups, but your feelings are removed from this situation. And I thought this, and I said it. This person is a lazy lover. 9 of cups. They wish upon a star, but they don't do anything. This person is the type of person who will watch you walk away. You tell, hey, let's go to marriage counseling or something. They won't do it. I don't think I need that. I'm good. And then you good out the door, and they like, well, wait, wait, wait. Let's go to counseling now. Too late. This person is not on the same timeline, and spirit they can't come clean and say their life. And this is the truth. This is the type of person that does not apologize sincerely with the Ace of Cups in reverse. As a matter of fact, they're very immature. But when they needed to speak up and say what needed to be said so that there was a new beginning or whatever, they didn't do it. They didn't feel the need to do it. This person is giving spoiled energy like a child, like a spoiled child, bratty energy. And with the King of Wands here, that brat turned into a F boy energy. Somebody might have been a gigolo, may have multiple people, you know what I'm saying, Um, somebody who's a collector of hearts. Yeah, and you see right through this person. Sun in reverse. This person may be even depressed or fighting depression right now because of their loss of you. And you know what? This person is losing. So this person, let's just say this person was dating you and dating other people. They have lost the situation with you and it lost the situation with the others, right? So nothing is working out in their favor in the 10 of cups energy. It's not. And this person is depressed about it or miserable about it. They're unhappy with the current state of emotions right now. The 10 of cups being here, what they desire, what they want so bad is the 10 of cups. Spirit said they can't have it yet because they got to deal with their karma. This person has lessons they have not learned. Tell me more. We got the 3 of coins, right? So this person now, because the 10 of coins is in reverse. This person now wants to work on things. Like I said, this is the type of person that didn't feel a need to go to therapy. Uh, 9 of cups didn't feel like anything was wrong. Watch you decide to walk out the door. Now then, it's like, wait. Can we work on this? Can we talk about this now? And you're like, for what? What is there to talk about? You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing to talk about because everything that come out your mouth is a lie. I don't think that you can, whether you did or not. I don't even think you can trust this person. I don't think you have the ability to trust this person anymore. The lies was so. I mean, they are parcel tongue. This person was a snake in your ear, telling you things that they think you want to hear. We got up 5 of swords. So this person also is very ambitious, sneaky, lying, and they want to win at all costs. Okay, this is somebody who just wants to have their cake, eat it too, do things their way with no consequences. This person does not respect, even acknowledge consequences. Okay, they can be ruthless. This person could be an avoidant energy, a person that walks away thinking that you're just going to be sad over them. And they don't care how they make you feel. You or others or whatever situations that they're in. They do not care. Tell me more. Ace of Cups, yeah. And you took your cup on in that chariot and you walked away. You might have, I feel like, hey, Carmen, I feel like you may have grieved and cried your last drop for this person. That's over. Like you're not, I just don't feel like you're in a depressive energy. I feel like that's your person. And I feel like you have your cup of love that you are holding for yourself. And this person is grieving over the fact that they can't have your cup, that person's cup, the other person's cup, and whatever cup they can't. They're mad they cannot manage holding all 5 cups. That's why 3 are spilled. And then this was not an equal give and take situation. So you were given at one point more than you were getting. And when you stopped giving is when this person decided to pay attention. But it was too late because their feelings had changed already. What's up, Isabel? Long time no see. I am doing well. Hope you are as well. So yeah, I think your person missed the train of your emotions. And now they sitting in something all right. They sitting in something. Like this person is sitting in regret or misery. Hmm. Pull out the crow deck. Oh, this person's sadness. Ace of Swords. That's the true spirit said. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, a little bit too late. Oh well. Mm. Yeah, they want to work on it. Or you wanted to work on it in the past energy, but this person didn't feel the need. This person is very stubborn. They didn't want to apologize. King of Wands in reverse was given Leo energy. It was their world. And I feel like they just didn't take accountability for their actions at all. But now, you wanted to work on it, but that's in the past now. And now they want to work on it. Now they want to cooperate. It, the relationship, right? But there's no relationship because you've grieved your feelings. You've released it. Now you're in acceptance, right? You're not shedding any more tears. Now you're not bargaining. You're not thinking about the what ifs, the should, coulda, wouldas. What if we had done this? And if he would only do this, that would happen. If she would only do that, this would happen. It's definitely a masculine energy, whether it's male or female, because this King of Wands is in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to use he to identify the masculine energy. But however, the he didn't want to work on anything. He didn't feel like he had to. Nine of Cups. You will wish fulfillment. What I got to do if collective gonna do it? You know what I'm saying, girl? They do need to work on their head, but this person don't feel like they need to. Nine of Cups. They're very satisfied in doing nothing, assuming that their Ten of Cups, meaning you, would just be present. And the fact that you're not has got them in a dark night of the soul at this point. And none of this, I'm just telling you, you're good. All this is to confirm that you are good. You have made the right choice. If you are at that nothing energy, where nothing they do makes you feel away, like you're not excited, you're not aggravated, you don't feel nothing. They could cry in front of you at this point, and it wouldn't move you. Not that you don't care about them, that genuinely you love them. It's just, I don't know. It's not going to move you in the way of let's repair, let's work on things. It's going to be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that you have gotten to this point, but I already know what that feels like, so I get it. You know what I mean? Tell me more, Spirit. Five of Coins. This person, yeah, this person's finances are being hit hard. So, you may not see it, you may not know it, but their money is funny, funny. Like, this person is like taking loss left and right. And the reason why they taking loss is because of the way they did you, right? This is the universe calling all of their debts due all at once. You know what I'm saying? It's like this person can't literally catch a break. They're having loss after loss after loss, and these are major losses too, not little bitty losses. You didn't cause this either, okay? This is because of their actions. Like they're reaping what they sowed. So it's not you doing the thing, it's the universe doing what the universe does. Like if this person had indiscretions because of the way they treated you or whatever, it's spirit exposing all of these indiscretions. And some of these indiscretions are financial. So if this person is like corrupt in any way, underhanded in any way, those things that they have done come up. If they share space with people, a family situation with this Ten of Coins, they're all losing as we speak. So they are losing. The family members are losing. But there are a lot of losses here financially. Yeah, there ain't no confusion no more. And they also, Spirit said they do know it's because of the way they've been acted, that how they treated you, how they treated others. And this is why this person would be in despair. That's why they're in despair, because you can't absolve them of this, right? They built up their karma. And your spirit guides, are not going to let this person off the hook. Tell me more, Spirit. Is that Nine of Swords again? Yep, Nine of Swords again. Yo, your person is in anguish. Nine of Swords clarifying more Nine of Swords energy. That anguish, oh my God. They anguishing over money. There's a lack of cooperation. As much as they trying to want to cooperate with you, they just, it's like, let me see if I could put it and make it make sense. It's like somebody who applied for a loan, right? Under the pretense that they were getting a specific job. So the loan officer or bank or whatever gave them this huge financial loan, whether it's for a car, house, I don't know. But they got this loan. But then they started a job and within 1 week lost the job and can't find another. And so now the payment is due. The very first payment for that loan is due. And whatever the collateral is, whether it's a car, let's just say it is a car, that car is gone. That car is going to be gone within a short amount of time. So this person is hustling and scrambling, trying to get it together, trying to work on something financial so that they can stay afloat. But the longer that they scramble, the further behind they get. And it's not just that loan. Other things are defaulting on this person. People around them don't have anything to give them, or I can't even talk, or are unwilling to offer support and help. Five of coins. Everybody around them could be suffering financially. This is a situation this person put themselves in. This allowed them to be in that F boy energy and that Nine of Cups, very lazy energy because they felt like everything was together. It's not. They're not stable in their whatever their current situation is unstable and it's falling apart from the seams. But this also has a lot to do with the fact that, it's like when this person borrowed the money from whatever business it was, they didn't care about the interest rate. They didn't care that this company was almost a loan shark type shit. So that the collateral that company take, they could take more. If they read the fine print, is worse than what they thought. This person owes bill money, housing money, car money. Like, there's nothing that will satiate all the stuff that they got on. They can't even afford a bankruptcy. And from what I understand, bankruptcies are different than they used to be. So this person would still have to have a repayment program. They don't have nothing to repay it with. So I feel like this person is aiming in the sky, pie high sky hopes type thing. Like they are ready to risk it to do something with the Five of Swords, but I don't know. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Whatever it is, it's not gonna work. So here's the thing. I'm gonna give you an example. Back in the day, I got in trouble with a friend. Like house got raided. I was never there. They had no state's evidence on me or indictments or whatever. So basically, I was eventually released on my own recognizances, and the charges that they attempted to charge me with were dismissed, dropped, whatever. So, but my friend, on the other hand, whose place it was, they found something in there that clearly didn't belong to her or anybody that was it was in somebody's pocketbook who wasn't present. It didn't belong to her. So this stopped her from being a nurse because you cannot, in my state, have a drug felony and become a nurse. So I don't know. I mean, and that was the track she was on. It would have got her out of poverty. She would have had a long career by now. But it stopped her in her tracks before she could even get into school because that law would end that situation before she could ever get a license. This type of person is giving somebody who keeps putting themselves in situations that digs them in a deeper hole. This person is in F boy energy with this King of Wands in reverse. So they're very possessive, controlling, materialistic, and money hungry, feeling like they got it all, not paying attention to the consequences of their actions because they don't care about that. They just want control. and they're ambitious, is given air sign energy with the Five of Swords. They lie. They got parcel tongue, so they lie. They lie like a snake. Okay, and so therefore, this person doesn't understand or care to understand how their actions impact their life. Now, this could be somebody who's a child of somebody like this, who didn't have to take consequences for their actions. So they don't see nothing wrong with what they do. But there's, I'm getting a sneaky suspicion they're starting to understand. Now they're starting to wake up to it. Why? Because they don't have you no more. So if they grew up like this, they grew up in something toxic and it wasn't love. Then they come and meet somebody like you, beloved. You somebody that just gives them unconditional love until you couldn't anymore, till you were done. And that's done making any effort, done caring how they feel anymore, done trying to fix it, done overthinking it. When you're done, right? And this person is feeling the loss. Like the moment that happened with you, it sent a chill up this person's back. Like, oh, whoa, they don't care about me no more. They don't love me no more. And it's not that you don't care. It is not that you don't love. You're just done. You're just done with the relationship. Done putting any effort in. Done. You're not trying to cooperate with this person. You did that already. You tried already. Yep. Mm-hmm. And look, the world card is over. And you see the death card is here. This person doesn't want to face the fact that you're done. The world card is here. It's a wrap. Now this person could be a fixed sign because we got on this card, we got the four fixed signs: Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. So your person may not want, they don't like change. Along with the fact that the death card is the Scorpio card. This person don't do well with change. They don't do well with endings. They like to be the one to end something. But when somebody ends something on them, they can't quite handle it, Spirit said. This person is in denial. They don't even realize. Uh it's like they realize, but it's a slow awakening because this person was really in a lot of denial about you, about what they have done to your connection or didn't do in the connection, right? They didn't honor you, didn't show you proper respect and consideration. And you just said, I've tried enough. I've done all I can do. You know. Oh, thank you, Sierra. Any more? Mhm. And look at you. And look at you. Them three of swords that this person attempted to place in your heart, you have released from that. That's why I said you got the Ace of Cups. You moving on from the heartbreak, from the misery, from the trauma, from the drama. Like you are healing with the Three of Swords in reverse. You've pulled those swords out of your heart. This person can't hurt you anymore because you numb. You have accepted this is who they are. This is what they do. This is who they are. Most importantly, when we get to a point of acceptance with somebody, we're not shocked no more. We're not surprised. Whether they come back to you, whether they don't come back to you, you kind of know their MO, you know what they're about, and you're no longer surprised. Like, oh, I didn't think this person was going to try to gaslight me again. Yes, you did. Because when you got to acceptance, you already know everything that come out their mouth was a lie, like I said. So you can see their mouth moving. That's how you know they lying. You know what I'm saying? Like and therefore it can't hurt you no more. It can't, they can't put another sword in your heart. And then you got 9 and 1. So this person is feeling like giving up. This is the last stand for them. But they feel like giving up. But they should. I think at this point, it's the healthiest thing for them to do is to find their own personal acceptance and give on up. That's right. Give up. Let go. Release. Release you. And then y'all could go your ways. And there would be no more denial. Nobody would be waiting. No unfinished business. You could just be done. You know what I'm saying? And this person, unfortunately for them, they're in that Five of Cups energy. They're not ready to heal just yet. And that's on them. But a person that's not ready to heal may also, um, they may spin the block, because they haven't gotten to acceptance yet either. You know what I mean? Um, this person if they're an avoidant, um, they may check out of the relationship but want you to chase them kind of situation. And I feel like you just didn't. Like maybe you were a fixer, you were the one to soothe the relationship, work through it out, you know what I'm saying? See how it could work again, and then y'all would get on a good page again, and then it would go south all over again. Now you done. Ain't no fixing. For what? Fix what? Whatever the it was never, what I'm saying, it was never whole. So what can you fix? This is like, you know, if you break a plate, you never, it can never be the same, right? And then also, like, if you were to attempt to repair that said plate, you'd have to use a binding agent, but then the plate would not be smooth. It could have potential leaks. It would be an eyesore more than it would be beautiful. If it's a ceramic plate, it's going to have a little dust. So there's holes and cracks that would need to be filled in order to keep it together. Many of you are not going to entertain that from this person. So they can cry all the crocodile tears that they want to cry. It's just not going to. It's not going to affect you. Mm, yes, indeed. You know, and the beautiful part is the healing, the aftermath of all of it. Like when you can look at yourself and feel good, when you can look at yourself and think about how you can move on and what new things you can do and the blessings in your life and how you're grateful and what I'm saying, things that you're working on that's going to make you money, and you're not going to feel the loss of this person anymore because you've already grieved them. You get what I'm saying? You've already grieved them. So there's nothing to hold on to no more. You're not holding on to that empty space that's avoided left, right? That would be what you did when you were feeling like you've invested in. Why, how can I lose my investment? You know what I'm saying? We should be working on this together. Let me try. No, you're not, you don't feel the need to try. You feel the need to move on with your healed heart. Now, what you take with you is the memories of how they hurt you, so that your boundaries in your upcoming relationship are stronger. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you already design that relationship or you manifest the right relationship because you know what you want and what you don't. When I went through my DV situation way back in the day, I just remember saying to Spirit, I said, let me tell you something, Spirit. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I had a list. I don't want no more of that. And so what Spirit did was, okay, well, you going home, back home where you came from. Um, it gave me a test. Somebody I knew. I thought I knew, right? Somebody from childhood, like way, way, way back. And that person turned out to be not a DV situation, but still toxic enough that I had no business trying once I realized what that was, and I let them go. And I let them go with love. And I didn't even have, at that point, I didn't even get a chance to develop feelings. It was just a release. Like, no, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. This and this happened, and I just can't do it. And they were like, "Well, I can change and I can be different." And I'm like, "Yeah, all that's cool, but you need to do that for you, right? Because I don't want anybody to change for me. I want you to be who you are and happy with who you are, right? And if you can't already be that, it's not gonna work, right? So I had to let it go, but I let it go and I didn't even care. That's how detached I was. I didn't even care what he blamed it on. I didn't care what excuse he used. He said, "Oh, it's another guy." I was like, "Well, I mean, it's not, but it could be whatever you want. At this point, just know that it won't be us." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, whatever you want it to be, whatever you want to. The fuck are y'all? Oh, my cats. Oh, my God. They want me to go down there and do something, y'all. I'm going to be good. I'm going to get to them. So, um, mm, that's deep. Isabel, that's deep. But yeah, I just realized this is too familiar, and we hadn't gotten to a point long enough in whatever this was, a situationship, for me to get to a point where I gotta wrestle my way out of it. So I said, "Oh, I see the signs nice and early. I bow out now." And he's like confused. Gotta be somebody else. Okay, I mean, whatever makes you feel better. That's how I looked at it. I just know we just not gonna do it because you're not gonna stress me the hell out. And other situations have come up, even with female friends or whatever, where you gonna have to detach from people who do not have consideration for your feelings or respect for you, and they treat you as such. You're going to have to learn that art of detachment. Grieve that relationship, even if you right next to that person. Grieve that relationship until that numbness takes over, because that's when you've accepted that's who they are. You're not surprised, you're not shocked about what they do or what they don't do anymore. You're not waiting for them to ride in on their white horse. None of that. And if they did, you would not even be phased. hmm And so ultimately, those boundaries and that experience does strengthen you. I would say this, the attitude is the best attitude to have is gratitude. Be grateful to this person for the lessons that they taught you, especially boundaries. Like for me, every time I get a lesson like that and somebody teaches me boundaries, after I've gone through the grieving phase, right? And I've healed and I've gotten to that now then I become grateful. Now I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Thank you so much." Because what I don't want to do is keep going through that kind of thing again with you or anybody else for that matter. So I'm grateful that I learned that lesson, but I have to look at it as the lesson that it is. Your person, this person here, beloved, is not ready for the lesson. This person is getting lessons and not interpreting them as lessons. They're just not ready to accept their circumstances as they are. Keep that in mind. Your person is not ready to accept things as they are. This person is still in a bargaining phase. Somewhere on that wheel of grieving that it has not let them release you just yet with the death energy in reverse. Whereas you may have closed the door and that's not how they see it. Okay. And this person also is sad because they thought that they could walk back in the door and they see that The door is just not open and available for them to just come through and do whatever it is that they normally do. So, but they're still in this 9 of cups, so there's no change. I don't get change here. I get more stubbornness. Okay, more fixed sign energy. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. Just parcel tongue liar. They lied a lot. This person is sneaky, lying. They angry. This okay. Whatever you see or hear about them saying shows you where their growth and their development really is. Like if you listen to this person, if you're in close proximity, you get a chance to speak to them, or they make an effort to talk to you. You could just hear it in their conversation how they have not grown, how they have not changed, how they are still the liar that they are. Tell me more, Spirit. Mm-hmm. King of Pentacles. This is, you know what I'm getting though with the King of Pentacles is where they see you at. Because I'm not even getting Queen here. So masculine energy. Oh, you're in your King of Pentacles because this person did not let you feel safe to be in your. So if you're a feminine, this person did not allow you to be safe in your soft girl era and just receive as you should, right? This person made you turn into a King of Pentacles where you had to go out and get it, but you are. Like you're going out, you're getting it, and you're attracting it, right? Because that King of Pentacles is called stability. It lit a fire in you that made you go for what you want. But they did not allow you to be in your soft girl energy because they are too busy trying to control you. That King of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. Spirit said that's the truth. Ace of Swords. This person did not let you be soft. You could not be soft. In an unstable relationship, it's not possible because you can't trust it. You got to go out and get it. Because if they don't get it, who else gonna get it? You got to go out and get it. Tell me more, Spirit. This is why women are more focused on, well, not all women, but a lot of women are focused on a man that got something, some sort of stability, because you want to be able to be soft, but you can't be soft with somebody that don't got it going on in some way. It's just not possible for you to make that nest at home if you got to be out there getting it more than them. That's what this person is. Knight of Pentacles. This person was moving too damn slow. Talking about, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna show you. I promise I'm gonna show you. They was trying a little bit. So much so that their potential looked like it was at a standstill. This person was like, I could do it, I can do it, I'm doing it. Look, they do one thing and then take 10 steps back and expect you to praise them for that one thing. Tell me more. Lies. Yeah, tell me more, Spirit. Now you got the Four of Swords. This is you healing. You have gone into a healing stage now. You may still be in your King of Pentacles, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because that just means you are building your wealth, you're building your foundation, you're building your legacy, right? But you have to recover after pulling them swords out your heart. And the Four of Swords is you're contemplating your next move, your next big break, your next money move, whatever. You're in the next stages, but it's a thought. It's a thought. It's more of a, okay, I know what action I need to take. I know who I need to talk to. I know how to put this together. I know, like you are putting all the pieces together in your mind. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, to get your 10 of Pentacles. You are working toward your 10 of Pentacles, whatever your home, love, life, relationship will be. But a lot of y'all are leaving this person behind. They don't get to be a part of your 10 of Pentacles, Spirit said. They just don't. They're lazy energy. You know, there's a lot of people prepping right now, as they should, right? You know, I squirrel away. It has been for me over a year. I'd be damned if I was squirreling away for somebody in this Nine of Cups energy to come feeling entitled to what I have put aside for me and mine. Eat me out of house and home, or take in some kind of way. And then to turn around and be avoided and disappear because they didn't do the work. They didn't do that head work that they needed to do. They didn't line their head and their heart together to be appreciative and reciprocal and, you know what I'm saying, chip in or whatever. Ain't no way. So I feel a lot of y'all are not going to tolerate someone in this energy of me, for me, take. None of that. You're not going to do it. You know, some of y'all are over that, Isabel. Like if it's a family situation, I'm sure the truth has to come out, right? But if it's not, if it's a romantic relationship, some of y'all just gonna walk away because you already know. You're not surprised anymore. You have acceptance. This person has done whatever they're doing, they've been doing it, right? So with that being said, ain't nothing else to say. Ain't nothing to talk about. You did what you did, you said what you said, you are who you are. Period. There's none like I always caution y'all about that. Because every situation is different. You don't I mean, if you know they lied, then what truth else do you need? You already know that they lied. 9 times out of 10, whatever they tell you is going to be mixed with a lie. What is there left to know? So if it's a family situation, hey, especially with a child, you gotta call that child to the carpet. Like, you know, I know you did X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 right? So, there becomes the need to have that conversation because again, relationship the relationship cannot move forward without the truth being spoken. But in other relationships, if you're over it and you've surrendered it, there's no need, no more talking. We said all we could say. You did what you did, and that's that. So I mean, y'all take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But ultimately, ooh, excuse me, I didn't even realize I was tired like that. But ultimately, you have a person here that stabbed you in the heart. I don't even give stabbed in the back. I feel like you just let it go. You surrendered it. But you are dealing with the aftermath of pulling them swords out your heart and contemplating your next move. This person's in a lazy energy, so don't expect this person to show up and say, I'm ready to apologize now. They're not. This person is not going to come clean, tell you some truth that you were waiting for. They're not going to just simply do it. They're not. Now, you may corner this person into a situation like run into them on the street and they're like, feel like they ain't got no choice but to answer you. But I want to say, for the vast majority of y'all, some of y'all going to walk away and just chuck it up as the lesson that it is. So you gotta keep that in mind when you want answers from somebody. Cause a person that's always committed to lying to you is not all of a sudden gonna just tell you the truth. It might sound like the truth, but it's gonna be mixed with some bullshit. I promise you it will. It'll not be as clean as you want it to be, right? You want somebody to confess their love or confess their truth or whatever. This no. Okay. Careful with your expectations when it comes to people. Once you manage to have no expectations and your feelings are numb, you are in that healing space. That's exactly where you want to be. To the point where nothing is really nothing. Like, And so, like many of you, I feel like there is no coming back from whatever this situation is. And it's okay. It's okay. God got it. They're going to teach them all the lessons. All the lessons you couldn't teach this person, oh, they gonna get lost. They gonna get the lesson. There again, your person could end up with some cognitive dissonance, unable to apologize, unable to accept responsibility for who they are. Just let them be, let them go in peace. All right, so take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Remember, subscribing to the channel, ring that bell, all of that is a click away. It is free to do, and it's an energetic donation to the channel, and it is much appreciated. Helps us keep going. All right, I got some two black little children, my little black kitty cats. I gotta handle them. They doing too much. So I'm gonna bid y'all adieu, and I want y'all to have a good night. Or you are welcome. You are welcome. You have a good night, y'all, and peace.